Can't believe it's been a year already I've owned this car. It only seems like yesterday I was picking it up, and I only know it's been a year because I've had to retax the thing. So that obviously answers the question of, can you get a person in the boot of a 640D? Well, you absolutely can. It is the biggest car I've owned to date. It's over 5 metres long. It's a pain to park. But as with any car enthusiast, you like to park out the way of these things anyway, so is it a real bother? Not particularly. It's not a particularly dear car to tax. It does come in at £210 as of February 2025. I think as we roll into April this year, it might go up a little bit. But in terms of the fleet of cars at the moment, the Exige is 190. This is 210. The Twingo, the little 1.6 RS 133, is £255 to tax. So it's certainly not the worst car to tax. So this has been my daily drive, with the exception of the occasional day in, you know, the Twingo or another work car kind of thing. So I've got to know this car really well. I know its flaws, I know the benefits of it, and it's a really good mix, to be fair. So I've had a fair few dailies in the past. I've had estate cars, yeah, loads of different ones, and I could list them all off. This has been the most comfortable to date. I've been up and down the country. I've been down south. I've been up north. I've been to Birmingham more times than I can remember for expos and shows and stuff with work. It just does everything so well. It's so comfortable, and it gives the right impression to my customers as well. So I'm a graphic designer by trade, the hook design for anyone who cares. And rolling up in this, you don't look too flash, and you don't look poor either. Like, if I turn up in the Twingo, it's been said, like, why are you driving your missus's car? Like, what is that little thing there? If I pull up on the Exige, they probably think they're paying me too much. So this is a really lovely balance of bling for cash, if that makes sense. In terms of running costs, it's been all right. It's averaging 40 miles to the gallon, which isn't bad for a stage 1 640D. In terms of mechanicals, I have spent a fair few quid on this, but it's me covering the things that I'd want to cover anyway with the car. So I've had the gearbox service done, the car's obviously been serviced. It's due a new set of tyres, so I've done about 10,000 miles this year. They weren't new when I bought them, so not too bad for, you know, a rear set of tyres on a big, heavy, powerful car. So I'll price them up shortly. I'm sure they won't be the cheapest things in the world. They are currently run flats though, and I will absolutely be getting rid of those. The ride is absolutely disgusting on them, over country roads, bumps, speed bumps, whatever it is. They're so harsh, and obviously reading the owner's forms and stuff, changing them out should transfer it night and day. So we're currently on Bridgestones. I have had the wheels refurbed in the time I've had the car as well, so they're nice and fresh. Tyre size is 275, 30, 20s. So again, I'm going to price those up now. I am going to change the fronts at the same time as well, because I don't want to have non-run flats rear with a different brand potentially, and obviously different ones on the front as well. So the front tyre size, 245, 35, 20s. In the time I've had it as well, I've also refurbed the front calipers. They were looking a bit scatty. We're probably due a new front desks. We're probably due a new front of discs soon as well, so I'll be pricing those up. Bodywork wise, nice clean car. I've had no bothers with it at all, with the exception of a tiny bit of lack of peel on the rear bumper down here. You can just see a tiny flake there, and it must have come from a stone chip on the leading edge there. And that's obviously just blown the lacquer off, but Wilson Auto Bodies will be able to sort that out for me, so that's no bother. So aside from general maintenance, not really caused me any headaches. The usual topping up the washer fluids, you know, all the things that you kind of do when you own a car anyway. I have had one fault with the iDrive system, and it just showed up no signal. It did it once, and it's never come back again. But obviously I'm aware of that, and again, doing a little bit of reading, the CIC on these, like the internal computer, can go faulty. It's just a case of replacing it out, so it's not the worst thing in the world. I love this car. Honestly, like I tend to cycle through dailies quite quickly because I do 10,000 miles a year, a little bit more, and I don't like to put massive miles on the car. However, value for money, I can't really see changing out of this at the moment. I probably will keep it for another year. I'll probably do all the tyres all around, get me money's worth out of them, probably do the discs as well, and just keep rocking this because I absolutely love it. It's got plenty of power, it's comfortable, it looks well. What else are you going to get for the money? You know, these now hovering around the £10,000 range for a nice one. Obviously, they do vary a bit in terms of the spec and everything else that you can kind of get with them. What else are you touching for that money? You can get a big high mile Jag, a Mercedes. I always end up back in a BMW. I had an A4 Estate before this, I just didn't gel with it at all. The interior was it just wasn't for me. I always end up back in a BMW, and I don't want to slate that car too much because my sister-in-law bought it off me. But I just didn't gel with the Audi, and I always tend to end back in a BM, like I say. So going from the 140, trying to find something a bit more sensible, this was the perfect solution for me. So if you are thinking about buying a 640D, absolutely do. Great cars, highly recommended from me. Everyone who's been in it loves it. What are you waiting for? I've even treated it to a proper clean, as you'll see now from Swift's Valets from yesterday. So it's a year since I bought the 640D, and I thought I'd treat it to a little clean. I say a little clean, I'm not doing poor Fraser over here much service to his service, am I? Hang on, child shouting at me now as well. Everyone's in demand. Say hello, Fraser.
Hello.
No, it's hello, Fraser. Say hello, Fraser.
Hello, Fraser.
Good lad. Let's get your logo in, man. Let's see who you are. Oh, good man, good man. Swift's Valets, give him a shout if you're local.
Get the better one.
Good lad, good lad. Come on, mate, talk me through what you've done.
Right, so, basically, a full deep clean because your seats were minging for a start. All your door cards are done. But the thing is, with these, the carpets are really easy to clean because obviously it's a 6 Series. You decided to put nice carpets in it.
Yep.
Because it's a luxury model.
Another grill to go on the front here as well. That freaking fin just twists out. It proper annoys the shit out of me.
Good, Nick. Usually you see they're all covered.
I know, they're all battered and fucked, aren't they? Yeah.
Especially gloss black. You've actually got.
Well, I've got
quite lucky there.
I've got some Chinese specials on there, so I'll get them sorted. No, I appreciate it, mate. Nice one.
No,
Let's see you back again. Let's see who you are. There we are, Swift Valets. If you're local, give him a shout. He's a good lad.
Best in the Northwest.
Best in the Northwest? Don't quote you on that. What, in case someone goes after you?
Yeah.
See you later, mate. I'm buzzing. I've never had a carpet with like lines on. I've never bothered to do it myself, and I've never paid anyone to clean my car. But like I say, a year old. I've owned it for a year. I love this car, but it does get absolutely hammered. I drive it every day for work. It's up and down the country. The kids get thrown in it. The dogs have been in it occasionally as well. So I've spent a few quid on this car over the last year, which I'm going to run through in this video. But yeah, I just thought I'd give it a little treat. So thank you again to Swift's Valets. Fraser, you legend. I'll see you next week for the other car.